Welcome to Girl Scouts. You're about to start an adventure where you will be pivotal in the lives of girls. We are on a mission to build girls of courage, confidence, and character. With your girls, you will travel, go on outdoor adventures, do science experiments. There is a world of possibilities. As part of your new troop leader training, you will need to accomplish your 6-point checklist. In this online training, we're going to take a closer look at what it takes to run a troop. Please follow along in your new troop leader manual. Take notes and write down questions. Everything we do today will help you accomplish your new troop leader checklist. After watching this training, GS Utah Girl Scouting 102, you will complete a quiz. This will help you review the materials covered. After the quiz is completed, you will be contacted by the new troop leader specialist who will answer any questions you may have. Please follow along in your troop leader manual. Girl Scouts of Utah consists of over 3,000 volunteers and 7,000 girls. There are about 33 geographic areas called communities. Each of these communities are led by a volunteer community leadership team who runs events, helps support leaders through idea sharing and training. Many of your communities have monthly community meetings. There are over 40 paid staff members who help run the cookie program. They run camp, train volunteers, they create partnerships with universities and museums and other organizations, all to create specialized activities and events for girls. Staff members are located in the 3 following service centers: the Ogden office, Salt Lake City office, and the American Fork office. Girl Scouts of Utah has 2 camps for girls. Camp Cloud Rim is located outside of Park City, and Trefoil Ranch is up Provo Canyon. Now that we have had an overview of Girl Scouting in Utah, we're going to take a look at the following topics that will be covered in this training: opportunities for girls, safety, finance, cookie program, parent support, community support, and finally, staff support. Aside from earning badges and going on incredible adventures, your girls will have numerous opportunities to participate in awesome events and activities where they can meet other Girl Scout members. These activities can be done as a troop, or girls can attend with their parents. Please let your parents know that if you do not decide to do an event as a troop, they can participate on their own with their girls. Let's take a look at some of the other opportunities available to girls. Girl Scouts has 2 camps, the Trefoil Ranch and Camp Cloud Rim. These gorgeous properties are a huge benefit to our girls. Girl Scouts events. Girl Scouts host large events like Recognition of Excellence, which celebrates the achievement of girls earning their higher awards, the Bronze, Silver, and Gold awards. Other events may include Cookie Celebration, Juliet Gordon Lowe's birthday, or World Thinking Day. Partnered events. Girl Scouts of Utah partners with amazing organizations to provide discounted or free opportunities for girls. Some of these organizations are museums and universities. Community events. These are local activities and events supported by Girl Scouts. They are events usually planned and run by girls and supported by volunteers. Volunteer Essentials. This is the complete description of Girl Scouts of Utah's policies and procedures. You can refer to it at any time for questions you may have about troop safety, finances, and travel. This is found online. Safety Activity Checkpoints. This is a description of all the activities you can do with your girls and the safety guidelines you must follow. Are you planning to do archery? Let's take a look at some of the requirements. This is an awesome resource to give to girls. It allows them to review what they need to consider when planning these activities. Girl Scouts of USA's $15 membership fee covers insurance for those girls participating in your troop. Those parents and girls who are not registered are not covered by the Girl Scouts of USA insurance, and you are taking on that liability. This is why we encourage you to make sure your parents, as well as your girls, are registered Girl Scout members and therefore insured. Girl to adult ratios are important to, above all, protect and support the girl experience. It also protects you from liability. Let's look at an example from Daisies. For every 12 girls, you are required to have 2 unrelated adults. Let's say your troop has 13 Daisy girls. You will need another adult to cover your troop. This means with 3 adults, you can have up to 18 girls. Note that the ratios change when you are leaving your main meeting place. Example, field trips or travel. You have to have more adults per girl when you travel. This is another reason why it is important to have your parents register and criminal background checked. The troop finances should be transparent and orderly. Parents and guardians can request to see the troop finances at any time. Troops should record income and expenditures. Most troops are funded by troop dues or through the cookie program. Your troop will not have the revenue of cookie sales until March and April, so you will need to plan accordingly. Troop leaders are not expected to support the troop with their own funds. Girl Scouts of Utah has a partnership with Wells Fargo. This helps us manage accounts, and we have more ability to support you if any issues arise. Please complete the bank account setup paperwork and send it back to Girl Scouts of Utah, either by fax, email, mail, or in person. You should receive your debit cards within a couple of weeks. Troop Annual Financial Report is due each year on June 30th. Please continue to record your income and expenditures throughout the summer. Often, a parent other than the troop leader is the treasurer for the troop. This individual must be registered and have passed a criminal background check. This is a simple and helpful responsibility that another parent can take on so that you can focus on the girls. Most troops are funded through the cookie program, but you will not see those proceeds until after the cookies are sold at the end of March. You will need startup funds, and this can be done from troop dues. Most parents want to know upfront how much everything will cost. Usually $20 to $30 upfront or paid in monthly installments cover the cost. As a troop leader, you set the price and should consider the needs of your girls' families. Take a look at your manual for some questions that you should consider when determining your troop funds, like some troops pay for the girls' uniforms. Make sure you outlined what uniform items your troop will need for the year in your parent meeting. If your troop decides to pay for the uniform, the dues will be more than $20 to $30. When a Girl Scout sells cookies, she is building a lifetime of skills and confidence. She learns goal setting, decision making, money management, people skills, and business ethics, aspects essential to leadership, success, and life. You will receive more in-depth training each year by your local volunteer community cookie representative. In order for your troops to sell cookies, you must have a cookie manager. This role is usually held by someone other than the troop leader. They must submit a cookie management agreement form by the 1st of November. Cookies are typically $4 a box. The troop receives 40 cents per box. Girls receive activity credits, which are council-issued credits that can be spent at Girl Scouts camps, for registration, and Girl Scouting events. Typically, girls earn $10 of activity credits for every $50 boxes of cookies they sell. Getting your parents involved early on is crucial. Having a parent meeting helps educate the parents on the ways that they can be involved. It is important to be upfront with the responsibilities that you would like the parents to do. Most parents don't get involved because they haven't been asked. We encourage you to use a parent interest survey to sign up your parents early on with the responsibilities that they can hold in the troop. Examples of responsibilities are troop treasurer, troop cookie manager, drivers. They can teach a badge, or they can help at. A community is a group of troops organized in different regional areas. They are supported by a community leadership team, which are made up of volunteers. Every community has a different level of support depending on the availability of volunteers for your area. So if you have great ideas that you would like to see on a community level, then join in. Some areas have monthly meetings where you can network with other volunteers, ask questions, learn about events, and receive training. These volunteers, like all of you, live very busy lives. They want to help, but do your best to reach out, introduce yourself, and start asking questions. Many communities have Facebook pages. This is a great way to start communicating with your volunteers. After your call in with your new troop leader specialist, you'll receive the contact information for your local community volunteers. Take a look at the many volunteer roles that will help you as a new troop leader. The troop leader mentor will help you understand the activities you can do with your girls. The cookie program representative will train your troop cookie manager. The finance representative can help you with your annual financial report. The membership record representative can help you to make sure that your rosters are correct. There are several other critical positions that will support you as a troop leader. One of the checkpoints for your training is to introduce yourself to your community either by Facebook, email a volunteer leader, or go to a community meeting. We have 3 service centers available to our volunteers and our members. They are located in Ogden, Salt Lake City, and American Fork. In your first year, you will be contacted periodically by the new troop support specialist. They will be your guide through your Girl Scout experience. Any questions that you may have, you may call into one of our 3 service centers to our customer service. They will be able to answer or direct you to the appropriate person. The troop finance specialist will be your support in your first year with your accounts. The Volunteer Toolkit is a new tool that will help you plan your troop meetings, communicate with your parents, and so much more. Make sure you watch the additional Volunteer Toolkit training. You are almost ready to begin your journey. There are people to support you the entire way. There's also additional training. It doesn't need to be taken right away, but it will help you be a better leader and an example to the girls you serve. Let's review the checklist. Now that you're done watching GS Utah Girl Scouting 102, you will need to complete the quiz for 102. After you complete that quiz, you will receive a call from the new troop specialist who will review any questions that you may have.